All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're tackling something a little different.
Uh-huh.
You guys really wanted to know more about kidney failure,
Yeah.
signs and symptoms, what to look out for.
Important stuff.
Super important. So we found this really in-depth article,
Okay.
and it is packed with information about, well,
Kidney failure.
kidney failure. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I know some of you out there might be thinking,
Hmm.
well, my kidneys are fine.
Right. You never had a problem.
Why should I care? But here's the thing.
It can sneak up on you.
It can really sneak up on you. And early detection.
Oh, that's key.
That's key. So maybe you're worried about your own health.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a family member or a friend.
Or, hey, maybe you're just curious.
Like the true learners out there.
Love those learners.
Yeah, they want to understand how their body works.
Absolutely.
So no matter where you're coming from, this deep dive's for you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm no doctor,
Haha. Neither am I.
but we've got our expert here to break it all down. So before we get into these 10 signs,
Okay.
I need a little kidney 101. What are these things actually doing in there?
Okay, so think of your kidneys like a super efficient filter system. They're working 24/7.
Wow, that's a lot of overtime.
They never stop. Filtering your blood, removing waste products, keeping everything balanced.
And these waste products, what are we talking about? Like leftover pizza?
Uh-huh. Not quite. More like metabolic byproducts, things your body doesn't need anymore.
Okay, makes sense. But what happens when they, stop filtering so well?
That's when things get tricky because your kidneys play a role in so many different systems.
Give me an example.
Okay, well, they help regulate blood pressure. They also help produce red blood cells.
No kidding. I thought that was the bone marrow's job.
It is. But kidneys produce a hormone that tells the bone marrow, hey, make more red blood cells.
So it's like they're the project manager, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Exactly. But when they fail, things can go downhill fast.
So let's get into these 10 signs then, because I'm already feeling a little nervous.
All right, number 1, fatigue.
I knew it. Always tired. That's me. But how's that a kidney thing?
Well, everyone gets tired sometimes, but with kidney failure, it's different. It's this deep, bone-tired fatigue.
Yeah, okay, I felt that. Like,
Yeah.
nothing helps.
Exactly, and that's because the waste products, the stuff your kidneys should be filtering,
Oh, they build up.
they build up, and they start interfering with your body's energy production.
Oh, I'm tired because my body's basically a clogged drain.
Kind of a gross analogy, but yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of things getting backed up, swelling.
Okay, edema. The article mentioned that. Is that just like feeling bloated?
It can be, but often it's more noticeable. Swelling in your legs, ankles, feet.
Puffy face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because your kidneys aren't regulating fluids properly.
So I'm basically turning into a water balloon.
Not quite, but you can see why it's important to catch this early.
Makes sense. And I guess that ties into the next sign. Changes in urination.
Uh-huh. This one can be a little, delicate.
Yeah, delicate. But honestly, your pee can tell you a lot about your health.
Like what? Give me the, not-so-delicate details.
Well, are you going more or less often than usual?
That can change depending on how much water I drink, right?
True, but if it's a sudden dramatic change, that's worth noting. Also, any blood in your urine?
Yikes. That's a scary thought.
It can be a sign of damage within the kidneys.
Okay. What else?
Foam. Does your pee look foamy?
Now that you mention it, I have noticed that.
It could mean you're leaking protein into your urine, which shouldn't be happening.
Wait, hold up. Protein in my pee. How does that even...
So your kidneys have these tiny filters called nephrons. They're supposed to reabsorb protein back into your bloodstream.
And if they're damaged?
The protein slips through. It's like a sieve with holes in it.
Wow, that is fascinating. I never knew pee could be so informative.
Oh, it's a gold mine of information. Okay, next up, shortness of breath.
See, that's when I wouldn't have connected to kidneys at all.
It's that fluid buildup again.
Yeah.
If it accumulates in your lungs, oh, right. So it's not just my legs and ankles that are swelling.
Exactly. It can make it really hard to breathe.
Terrifying. And what about persistent itching? The article mentioned that too.
Oh yeah, that's those waste products again. They build up in your blood, irritate your skin.
So it's not just dry skin, it's like internal itchiness.
You got it. Your body's trying to get rid of those toxins any way it can.
Okay, so we've got fatigue, swelling, pee problems, breathing troubles, itchy skin. What's next on this delightful list?
Nausea and vomiting. Loss of appetite.
Oh, man. That sounds awful, like the worst flu ever.
It's because those toxins are messing with your digestive system.
So you're basically being poisoned from the inside out.
In a way, yeah. Your body's just trying to get rid of those toxins.
Okay, what about high blood pressure? That seems like a pretty common thing.
It is, but it can be a sign of kidney trouble and make things worse.
So a double whammy.
Exactly. Damaged kidneys can disrupt those hormones that regulate blood pressure.
And then the high blood pressure puts even more stress on the kidneys.
Vicious cycle. So managing blood pressure is crucial.
Noted. Okay, on to the next one. This one seems a little out there. Confusion or difficulty concentrating?
Right. You wouldn't necessarily think kidneys when you think brain fog.
No. I thought maybe I just needed more coffee.
Well, coffee might help with regular brain fog. But if it's due to kidney failure, it's those pesky toxins again.
They're like little gremlins messing with everything.
Pretty much. They can really affect your brain function.
So forgetfulness, trouble focusing.
Mood swings, even. It can be subtle at first, but it's worth paying attention to.
Wow, I'm starting to think those kidneys are connected to, like, everything.
You really are. And that brings us to back pain.
Oh, my back hurts all the time. How do I know if it's my kidneys or just, bad posture?
Well, kidney pain is usually in the flank area, like on your sides.
Okay, and it feels.
Deeper, more persistent, could be kidney stones, infections, or even just enlarged kidneys.
So not something to just ignore.
Definitely not. Get it checked out if it's bothering you.
Okay, last but not least, bad breath.
Yes. This one's a little, pungent.
The article described it as smelling like ammonia or urine.
It's those waste products again, finding a new exit route.
Charming. So if my breath smells like a public restroom, it's time to see a doctor.
It might be worth mentioning, yes. Especially if you're experiencing other symptoms too.
This has been a wild ride.
Yeah.
So much to think about. What's the bottom line for our listeners?
Don't ignore your body's signals, especially if you're ticking off multiple boxes on this list.
No self-diagnosing, right? Straight to the doctor.
Exactly. Early detection is key. The sooner you catch kidney problems, the better the outcome.
Well, you've given us a lot to chew on today. It makes me wonder about the future of kidney treatment.
There's some exciting research happening.
Maybe we'll have to do another deep dive on that sometime. But for now, you guys are armed with knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
You can advocate for your own health and maybe even help someone you care about.
That's what we like to hear.
Thanks for diving in with us today, and we'll see you next time.